the Music Casino over 50 years ago, young Frankie Valli and his 4 seasons shot directly to the top of the charts, ultimately sung over 1.5 million records. How about that? Well, frankly, how about Frankie, who is still singing, by the way, and still playing, has been honored by the Broadway production of Jersey Boys since 2006. Basically a musical biography of the group. And tonight, straight from Broadway, you can check it out with the Jersey Boys production. Joining me, 2 of the Jersey Boys, live from the set, right onto our set. Hayden, say Malanes?
Malanes.
Malanes. And you actually play Frankie Valli. You're like the man.
Quite frankly, I play Frankie Valli.
All right, and Robert Townsend. And you're Nick Massey.
Yes.
Nick Massey. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Frankie Valli, the real one, for a minute, because I assume you probably have got to do a little Frankie Valli biography yourself. Got to know him, a little research.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how does one get ready to become part of the 4 seasons of Frankie Valli?
Well, you know, there's this thing called Frankie Camp, and it's kind of the final audition of the audition process.
Okay.
I personally auditioned 9 to 10 times for this show.
Really?
And the 10th audition, you kind of go to Frankie Camp. And
have you actually met Frankie before?
I have.
Okay.
A couple of times.
Does he look up and down and go, son, you ain't no Frankie Valli?
No, he just looks up.
Oh, Robert, what are you going to do with him? What are you going to do with him?
Short guy.
It's hard to control him.
He's a small guy. A little guy with a big heart and a huge voice.
This is what's called backpedaling.
Yes, yes it is.
Right?
Yes.
Moving on, next question. Right? So is there just a lot of shows like this, you get 2 or 3 different companies? You're like right now the only Frankie Valli, the only Nick Massey?
Well, there's a Broadway company too, but there's also companies throughout the world. Korea just closed a couple days ago. They're opening a London company right now and a London tour, but in the States it's just Broadway and us.
Just you guys,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now you've been with the show, you said 3 years?
3 years.
And you just...
6 months.
6 months, and
yeah.
you just joined.
Yeah, I did.
Now, obviously background in theater, acting, dance, singing.
Sure. I mean, a lot of
the
us are
above.
New Yorkers, and I think pretty much everybody who saw the show the first time was like, I want to be in that show.
Right.
And so it's most of us had multiple auditions to get in the show because everybody wants to be doing
Sure.
this amazing piece.
How do you, when you look at, you know, I guess your future with the show, is there like a normal run, like you're with a circus, you're with 2 or 3 years, you're like, all right, I'm age out, I'm tired, I'm burned on the road, or can you say, I'm in for the long haul, baby?
This company's very loyal. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can stay
I
for a
think
long
that's a
time.
personal assessment. Everyone makes it, it's a personal assessment. I think for me, I always know when to leave, and that's my gut feeling.
Sure.
It's
Of course, today it's going to be when Frankie calls and goes, that little guy, he just called me short, he's out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
He's out. Now, so there's 4 guys in the cast, remember, right? 4 or 5?
The 4 seasons, and
Right.
then there's a number of other people in the cast as well.
No, hold on, it's my mom
sure.
calling. 1 second. Anyway, but it's really the story of Frankie Valli and you know, creating the band and getting together all through music. Am I right? You're looking at me like I don't really know what I'm talking about.
No, it's a rags to riches story about these guys. Yeah, rags. Like, I don't know what you're
He's
talking
looking
about.
at me like, what are you talking about?
No, it's really the story of these 4 guys who came from nothing. And again, as they say in that time in Newark, either you could go into the military or you can go into the mafia and mob up,
Right.
or you could become a star. And these
Just like
guys,
that.
this is the story about how they did that, and it's really an amazing story because it's totally true. And I don't think
It's like
anybody
the
knows
internet.
that.
It's true. It has to be true.
Yeah, if you read it, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Pictures
you
or
know,
didn't happen.
Yeah.
we all know the music, but we don't know the story, so that's pretty
Sure.
cool.
That is awesome. Guys, stick around. We're going to talk a little more about that and about the show itself, which, again, opens tonight at the Coger Center. You can check it out. Tickets, information at WACH.com, going all the way through the 30th. But it is an awesome show, at least from the previews that I've seen. Well worth seeing. We're going to talk about that, continuing with the cast members from Jersey Boys from today.
Great, man.
He's staring at me like, really? 39, continuing on with the cast members, 2 of them anyway, of the Jersey Boys, story of Frankie Valli and the 4 seasons. Very exciting. I was just told by a little birdie sitting over right there, and I'll call him out. Actually, this is really cool. A very big time for the Midlands to put on a show like this. We're talking, you know, about a Tony Award-winning Broadway play traveling around the nation here, the world, right here to Columbia. Hayden and Robert. Yeah, see, they get that. That's what the scratches are from right there. Hayden and Robert to the cast members. Frankie and Nick. If
Yes.
you know your Frankie Valli in 4 seasons, trivia, that's what I'm looking for. So did you guys have to know how to sing Frankie Valli songs before you came in?
I didn't. Did you have to?
I mean, I was familiar with the music subliminally. but
Right. You didn't grow up singing, you know, Walk Like a Man when you were a kid?
I didn't. You know,
What about that Brendan Fraser movie, Walk Like a Man? You didn't watch that and sing that? Remember that movie? You don't talk. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Who's Brendan Fraser?
See,
doesn't
I'm getting that
sound
look
very
again.
good.
I'm getting that look again. Go on.
You know, honestly, I grew up with a Latin-infused. My father was Cuban. My
Right.
mother was Puerto Rican, so it was all Spanish music. But what I connect with this show is the nostalgia. You know, I know what nostalgia feels like, and I know that that's what we're kind of, you know, emulating out there.
Right.
Is that so?
I think I grew up with it, though. I'm a little bit older than some of these guys out here. So,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We don't
Just
talk
a
about
little-
that,
just a
though. You
little
and I
bit.
both
No,
are.
no,
We're
no.
32 years old. It's fine. Real quick, you know, we alluded to the fact it's a great big show at the Koger Center. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun and lights and awesome music and stuff. What's kind of the experience going to be as you look out in the audience in all these cities across the country? What do you think is going to be takeaway from me as an audience member?
I think there's just going to be this this exciting realization of the story. You know, people know the music. I think we said this before. They know the music and they love the music. They're going to love some of the things that they know. They're going to discover things they didn't know that they knew. And then the story is just the amazing thing about it. Nobody really knows the details of how these guys came up. So it's going to be incredible. They're always dancing in the aisles, dancing in their
That's
seats.
cool.
Yeah.
It was a different time too. The music time back in the 50s and 60s, and early 70s, totally different than today.
And these guys renovated, you know, they started a whole new sound.
Right.
You know, that's the exciting thing about what they've done. So.
And believe it or not, kids, music used to come on these great big black discs, and you put a needle on it, and they'd spin in circles like this. Give me my earpiece here. All right, guys, it is a Jersey Boys opening tonight at the Koger Center for 4 nights, right? Tonight through the 30th.
All the way through Sunday.
All the way through. Tickets start at $40. Of course, you can log on to our website and get numbers for the Koger Center, and you can log on and get tickets as well. But it's going to be an awesome show. I'm definitely going to come see it at least once. I know Garrett's going to be there as well. But come out. It's a family-friendly show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Frankie's like, yeah, I guess.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that. With Mom and Dad, you're fine. Anyway, guys, details at WACH.com. Good luck on the road. Where are you guys going after this? After you get done here in Columbia?
Greensboro.
Greensboro. Yep. All right, you'll love it.
And then Tampa, Florida.
Nice in Columbia. TPA. Tampa. He's from Tampa. We learned that. We had a special share earlier. Anyway, guys, check it out, WACH.com. Come see these guys up close personal. Jersey Boys at the Koger Center. Stay with us. We're coming back in a couple of minutes.